Today's problem string is called trading places, 3/4. What does this look like as an equation? If you wrote 8 times 3/4 or 3/4 times 8 as pictured below, then you are right. There are so many ways that we can tackle and strategies that we can use to tackle this problem. But the first thing that I think we should work with today, because this is the most recent strategy we've been really working on, is ratio tables. So take a look at the ratio table on your worksheet and try to think of what numbers you want to put in that first column of the ratio table. If you chose 1 and 8, I agree with you. I think whole numbers are much easier personally, it's a preference, to work with than fractions. So since I know that I'm multiplying a whole number by a fraction, I'm going to use the whole number to try to get me there. So remember, ultimately I want to multiply 8 times 3/4. So I know that I can get to a fourth easily by thinking about those strategies we talked about, half of half. So I'm going to divide 1 by 2 and 8 by 2. Please use this time to fill in what those responses or answers would be. If you said 1 divided by 2 is 1/2 and 8 divided by 2 is 4, rock on. What are you going to do next? Take a moment to think about it. Pause the video if necessary. Don't just wait for me to give you the answer. Right, I chose to divide 1/2 by 2, which you can see here. I solved and got 1/4, and then I divided 4 by 2 and got 2. Now I'm going to take 1/4 and multiply it by 3 because that's going to get me to what I need to multiply 8 by, which is, you've got it, 3/4. And if you multiply 2 times 3, you get 6. So that means 3/4 of 8 is 6. Now this is just one strategy to use. So let's go on to the next strategy. You'll see on your paper a little space where you can fill in some missing numbers or blanks. 1/4 times 8 is what number? Think about something times 4 equals 8. Did you say 2? Woohoo! You've got it. So if I know that 1/4 of 8 is 2, then I would just multiply that by 3 because I need to know what 3/4 of 8 is. Remember, this is my original problem. So what strategy did I just use? I used my knowledge of unit fractions to help me. Hope this makes sense. Finally, I can think about what numbers make up 4. I know that 8 equals 4 plus 4. So I can chunk the problem and find 3/4 of 4, which would be 3. And do the same thing one more time, 3/4 times 4, which again is 3, and just add those two numbers up. And wouldn't you know, there's the same answer to the problem that I just solved in a different way. Now make sure you have the notes correctly written on your note sheet for the problem string trading places. Flip the paper over and try these sample problems on your own. You can go back to this video at any time or go in your notebook. Or hey, why don't you use those notes on the other side of your sheet?